as it relates to the direct engagement I had with Joe Biden that ever suggested a cognitive decline to the degree that we saw at that debate night.
Gavin Newsom.
I mean, you're leaving something very important off the list, Governor. You also ran a candidate who could not reliably talk, walk or ride a bicycle. Take me into Gavin Newsom's soul when you had to tell reporters from around the world why the United States president could not complete a sentence.
Well, it was obviously we were challenged as it relates to that debate. But if you're asking about my soul, which I appreciate, you're asking about my direct engagement and interactions with former President Joe Biden, who was not our nominee, but as it relates to his campaign and what those decisions look like, as it relates to his determination whether or not to continue that campaign or end it as he did, I never had, period, full stop. I would be lying to you, and I won't lie to you, as it relates to the direct engagement I had with Joe Biden that ever suggested a cognitive decline to the degree that we saw at that debate night.
All right, first off, it was a stupid question because Gavin Newsom obviously has no soul. So I'm not sure who the interviewer was, but that obviously made no sense. But the heart of the question, putting aside the soul part, the heart part was right. And then Gavin, I mean, his ability to just so many words to just say nothing. And again, you guys, you're getting exactly what you deserve, Gav. You're getting exactly what you deserve, Psaki. You guys lied the entire time. You pretended that we couldn't see what we were seeing. It's exactly the same thing as the immigration thing. No, there's no problem. Oh, but I'm seeing all these videos of hundreds of people, all military-age fighting men, plowing through the ground. You don't see that. You don't see that. And then eventually we saw it, and now they're pretending they had nothing to do with it. So if it is true, like I will try to give you the benefit of the doubt, you two soulless freaks. If it is true that Jen Psaki, for 2 years, you were walking into that office, having meetings with this guy, traveling with him, blah, 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 and you did not notice it, then you must go away. Go to a cave and hide for the rest of your life because there's something deeply wrong with you and you probably shouldn't be in human society. And Gavin Newsom, I would say the exact same thing. If you are so out of touch with basic reality, human interactions, right? And I know because you're an alien person, you're not even human, so they maybe should have taught you that before, but humans can figure it out. When you're around somebody that something is not right with them cognitively, and they get a little lost in their conversation, and they can't finish a sentence, and all of the stuff, and I don't mean to mock it, we've all been around it. I've told you guys stories about both of my grandmothers that had to deal with that kind of stuff and going to geriatric doctors and all those things. And there will probably be way more of those things coming because we're all so brain broken by the phones and endless scrolling and everything else. So I'm not doing this to make fun of the cognitive breakdown of Joe Biden is the sad part. The funny part and the part worth discussing and the important part is that all of you people who lied about everything the way you lied about, as I said, the border, but the way you guys lied about COVID, the way you've all abused your power and authority, you should just be mocked and shamed into oblivion. And Gavin Newsom has no soul.